Yes, man. Oh my gosh. Sorry for yelling off the bat, but yeah, dude, I mean, the actual game itself was shitty, I feel like. But like the last overtime thing was so fucking good, dude. Just as like a big fuck you to the Donkeys. I mean, some people are like, "Oh, we're tanking. We shouldn't have won this game. This game doesn't mean anything." Fuck that. I don't want to fucking like tanking. Like, when did we accept tanking? When did that become the Raider way? You know, it's not just tank baby or committed to tanking. You know, like, I just don't like this new mindset that some of these people on here have of, oh yeah, let's tank. It's like, why? Like, come on, especially against the fucking Donkeys. You have to be the fucking Donkeys with cringy ass Russell Wilson, even though like we made him look good. But yeah, like, fuck. I'm gonna say this off rip. Fuck the Donkeys. Fuck cringy ass Russell Wilson. Fuck his weird ass Danger Witch sandwich. Oh, here comes the airplane. Yeah, fuck out of here with that shit. Here comes the airplane. Go fucking retire or something. Alright, fuck him. Fuck the fair weather donkey fans who don't even know shit about their team. It's so funny because I mean I would say that this team and the Patriots I hate the most. The Broncos and the fucking Patriots, I hate both of those teams. But it's like not only the team that I hate, it's just like something like their fans like annoy me too, and just like how, like, you know, a lot of Bronco, not all of them, there are some diehard Bronco fans, but you know, a lot of them are like fair weather and they don't know shit about the team. Like, oh, let me ask me to name people on the team. Oh, John Elway and Peyton Manning. They don't play anymore. Oh, Russell Wilson. It's like, okay, can you name me someone besides the quarterback? Oh, I don't know. It's like, get the fuck out of here. But yeah, I mean, I'm fucking happy we fucking spanked My Little Ponies. We made the fucking, what was that one called? I don't watch this shit. The one with the apple on its ass or whatever. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. I think it's Apple Bottom. I don't fucking no, that's the fucking song. I don't know the name of the fucking pony. Apple Bottom. I guess that's what we'll call the Broncos mascot now, Apple Bottom. I think of the stupidest shit sometimes, man. I swear. We made that one cry, so yeah, I'm happy about that. So alright, so let's get into what I didn't like about this game. Once again, play calling is a problem. Because literally, I think it was the first or second drive. It was like second and like 29, and we're calling a run play. It's like, why are you calling a run play on second and 29? And I get it, like the offensive line did shitty, but still, it's like, come on, you can't call a run play on second and 29. It's like, what the hell are you thinking? And then there was the bullshit. Like, another problem during this game was the fucking penalties. Like, I mean, some of them were legit, but a few of them were bullshit. Like that one roughing the passer penalty that Max Crosby got, tackling Russell Wilson when Russell Wilson was running. It wasn't like he was just standing there. He was scrambling. So it's like, dude, at that point, he's a free man. You should be able to tackle him. Like, I mean, I understand we got to protect players, and especially with the whole Tua thing, but it's just like, it's getting too far to the point. It's like literally ruining the games and fucking over teams for just playing defense. Like, is the NFL going to turn into the NBA where you can't even play defense anymore? We're going to have like fucking 40 or 50 point games every time because you can't play defense. But anyway, yeah, I didn't like the calls there. There was another bullshit call on Davante Adams. I mean, maybe he shouldn't have been cussing out the ref, but still, it's like he got hit with a dirty hit, and then like he's supposed to just be quiet about it and not say anything. Like, oh, how dare you? Don't you dare raise your voice at the referees. Like, fuck the NFL referees. They all suck a dick, in my opinion. Like, seriously, fuck them all. Like, there needs to be like someone officiating over them to like fine them for making bullshit calls. You know, like someone who reviews the calls after, and if they make any bullshit calls, they should be fined. That's what they should do, in my opinion. Then they would probably be a little bit more careful and not just go off the whim and go off of whatever the fuck they feel like. You see, yeah, so I didn't like that. Another thing I didn't like, early on, Derek Carr kind of looked crappy. He kind of looks better towards the end, but he was like overthrowing and underthrowing. I don't know, it's like a consistent thing. He's like overthrowing and underthrowing. And I know that Hunter Renfrow wasn't there, and people were like, oh, he only had Davante Adams. Who else was he supposed to throw to? He's like, well, he got Matt Collins, Foster Moreau. Like, you could throw to any one of those guys. But I don't know. He seemed hyper-focused on Davante Adams again, which is okay. I mean, if Davante's able to make the catches, then that's fine. What else didn't I like? I did not like... Our defense was so fucking shitty, dude. Oh, my God. Even the commentator said that, oh, this is Russell Wilson's best game. I'm like, oh, of course, when he plays the Raiders, he has the best game against us. But they still lost the end. And even just, like, the game overall was fucking bad because it's like, oh, bullshit penalty to call. Drive down the field. Kick a field goal. Oh, the defense plays like shit. Russell Wilson shreds the defense. They kick a field goal. It was just, like, a bunch of field goals, like, you know, they only scored touchdowns in the first quarter, and then we didn't score that final touchdown until the end in overtime. But, yeah, just, like, I don't know. I just don't like games like that where it's just like teams just kicking field goals back and forth. Like, that's why I put it as the toilet bowl, because it was still overall a shitty game, but the overtime part was good. What else like I said, the play calling. All right, so let's talk about the overtime. So when it first went to overtime, I'm like, seriously, we're gonna fucking go to overtime against the fucking shitty Broncos, kicking field goals. Like I remember I was joking with people just because I have like a lot of Bronco fans around me, and I was joking with them. I was like, watch us both our shitty teams and end in a fucking tie. And literally when it went to overtime, I was like, literally, is this game gonna end in a tie? Did I just, like, what is that called? That bullshit thing that people do nowadays, that new age shit. Manifesting. Did I manifest the the game ending in a tie? And then I saw, like, no, and then, like, we were driving up the field, and then that final pass to Davante Adams, and I love how when Davante Adams scored the touchdown, he just waved his hands like, bye, get the fuck out. He was pissed too, I could tell, but I love that. That's why I use that in the thumbnail, just because he's like, bye, see ya, game over. I love that. And then the Bronco fans were just all standing there shocked. I loved it, dude. Oh my gosh. And then now, I mean, I kind of understand this might hurt us a little bit in terms of tanking, but just like, what I don't understand about the whole tanking thing is, yes, even if we get, like, let's say we get the number one, which we're not going to get the number one. I think the Texans are going to get the number one pick. But even if we were to get the number one pick, that doesn't guarantee us a good player. I mean, do people not remember Jamarcus Russell? Like, we were the number one pick, and we picked him, and look how he turned out. But people forget that. Like, oh, we need the number one pick. No, we don't. No, we don't. And, I mean, there's some people... And then it's so interesting what people say after this, because there's certain people like, oh, and people still want to get rid of Carr. And I'm like, yes, I'm sorry. I mean, yes, that was a great clutch overtime game-winning pass, but I mean, he still has to go. Like, financially, it doesn't make sense, and that's what I don't understand I mean, and I guess I'm not on either side. Like, I don't totally hate Carr's guts, but I'm not like a total fanboy over him and like constantly defending him. But it seems like the people who constantly defend him, they're like the ones that are saying, oh, well, and these people want to get rid of Carr. But yet they're the same people that complain about the defense and the O-line. So it's like, how are we supposed to fix the defense and the O-line when you're fucking paying Carr $30 million? That's not going to happen. Honestly, if you keep him, you're going to have the same problem next year. Unless you, like, get lucky in the draft and draft, but it takes time to draft a good offensive line and stuff like that. But if you want to, like, sign someone, like, we're going to need money to do that. In order to fix both the offensive line and the defense. We definitely need to fix defense. This defense is fucking atrocious, man. It's awful. But yeah, I mean, it was a great game-winning pass. But I'm sorry, he still has to go. I'm sorry. Like, financially for the team, he needs to go. In order for us to really build something, he has to go. But I think we could still we're still going to get, like, at least top 10 in the draft. I think even if we win, like, 2 more games, we'll probably still get, like, the top 10 spots, I feel like. I don't know why, like, there are some people, like, that are vying for, the top pick. Cause, like, really I don't think it's really worth it to tank all the way to 1 and lose every single game of the season. It's like, no, we need some wins, especially for, like, team morale and because especially, like, not everyone's now. I think a lot of players are going to be gone next year, but how are players that are playing right now supposed to buy into it if we don't get at least some wins, But, I mean, I don't know. I just don't get why there's some people that are actually upset that we won, It's like, isn't that the whole point? Like, don't you want them to, like, I'm sure we'd be equally as upset if we lost. So it's like, there's some people, I guess you just can't please them because they'd be upset whether we won or we lost. Like me, I mean, the overall performance of the game, I'll say, was shitty, but I'm still happy we fucking won, especially against the Broncos. Fuck that team, seriously. Um, but yeah, man, that was real nice and real great. I'm trying to think, who do we play next? All right, so it looks like we're playing the Seahawks next. So that game is gonna be interesting. We're probably gonna make Geno Smith look like a freaking all-elite quarterback. I mean, he has gotten better this year, but against the Seahawks, I don't know if we're gonna win that game. Honestly, the Seahawks are a better team than the Broncos. But I don't know. Maybe we might pull it out. I'm not sure if it's in. It's probably in Las Vegas, I would suspect. I would think so. I would think it's in Las Vegas, but yeah, we'll see what happens during that game. But yeah, man, I'm real excited for the win this game. You know, it was, overall, I would say it was a shitty game, performance-wise, but at least, you know, we're still able, even as shitty as the Raiders are, we're still able to fucking spank the Broncos. And I guess since we've moved to Las Vegas, they haven't beat us since. Even though, like, it's still not a big deal, but still, like, they haven't beat us in at least a few years, you know. Well, I think it's 2 years that they beat us, but 2 years ago, I think they beat us, but yeah, man, I'm real excited, you know. I was real happy, you know, just to be like, fuck you to all the Bronco fans. But, yeah, so we'll see what happens next game. Initially, I was worried, too, because I saw that Davante Adams was, like, listed as questionable. I was like, oh, God, we're not going to have him this game. But I still think that Derek Carr needs to mix. I mean, you want to get Davante Adams the ball, but you don't want to just hyper-focus on Davante Adams. Because then even you saw, like, what Denver did is, like, as soon as they were locking up Davante Adams that second half, he wasn't able to do shit, you know. So we need to have multiple options. And even, like, doing, like, what they did, like, having, you know, Josh Jacobs catch it out of the backfield, maybe even doing that more. Just to, you know, keep the other defenses on our toes and not make it look so damn predictable. But anyway, yeah, so we'll see what happens with the Seahawks. I'll make a prediction here. Let's see. I think... I don't know. I'm going to say we lose by a field goal. I think that's what's going to happen. I think we're going to lose by a field goal. Just because, like, how we were barely able to do anything this game, and the Seahawks, you know, are overall a better team. But yeah, so I think we're going to lose by a field goal. That's my prediction. I mean, we could lose the rest of the games this season. I don't care. As long as we beat the fucking Broncos. I do not care if we lose the rest of the games. I'm just happy we beat the fucking Broncos. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you.